Alrighty, there we go. We are live. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Good to be back. And yeah, pretty exciting stream today. I did want to broadcast some King of the Hill, so we will be starting with that. And yeah, so here is the clan if you would like to participate. There is another one. Both links are in the description, so you can use those directly if you want to participate. And that's on the YouTube side. I don't have any sort of a chat command set up on Twitch or anything like that, so definitely if you are watching from Twitch, go over to the YouTube side, check out the video description. It will get you a link to this clan. There's already a decent number of players that join, but I imagine soon we will be seeing some more. And yeah, we will either start in about 10 minutes time, or in whatever time it takes to fill up. I assume that it won't be exactly full. But yeah, hey guys, what's going on? Wiz, GM, good to see you guys here early. It's nice to be back live again. It has been about a week since my last live stream. So, looking forward to showing you guys my attacks. I do have some Legend League hits left for today. There's 3 hours left to do them. I think that's enough time. There's a total of, I think, about 22 hits left. 8 on Death. I'm working on Havoc, and then 8 on Chaos, so I think that's around 20 hits. Maroof, hey, what's going on? Good morning to you. Forgot you were streaming early until it popped up. I'm glad that you got notified properly. That's pretty cool. Yo, what's a KOTH? It stands for King of the Hill, and here are the rules. Okay, so essentially, first of all, take a look. There's 22 people online, 23 people online, and each of those people will be attacking the bases right under their FC. We're gonna see a countdown from the leader, which is Ben, I think, and then he will, once the countdown is finished, everybody will be posting their base. And so it looks like the first round to just make it through is 80% in Legends 1. And so the first 3 rounds are all in Legends 1, and the last 2 rounds should be in esports. Tell them to invite Tony. I think anybody can join right now. We should have the requirement set to Town Hall 18, but if you are a Town Hall 18, you are more than welcome. He's the best attacker of them all, is he now? Yeah, this is the link. Or this is the clan bio, I guess. The clan profile. But the link is in the description if you want to go and join. Somebody just set it to 18, I saw that. And there's currently 30 people in the clan. Is Dante the most handsome eco member? Good question, bro. Good question. Now I know where you are from. Obviously, you're one of the eco point guys, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I have to give a shout out to them because they are the ones that are hosting this King of the Hill, and do work closely with them, making sure it's all getting broadcasted. They will be hosting these periodically. So if you missed today, then don't worry, because there will definitely be more in the future. I'm Eco Tony. Oh, that's cool. Should be in the clan already, I hope. Maybe not. We have Tiny, but there's no Tony. So yeah, definitely come through. I do wonder what the strategies will look like, because the truth is that ever since the balance changes, I do think that Air has had a little bit less success than before, especially for me. I haven't had the best success lately with the Air strategy that got me into the top 200 last season. I'm thinking about potentially switching, but I won't be playing in this. I just am mostly interested in what other people will be using, especially once it switches over to the esports modifier. I think that we will be seeing more Duke charges and stuff like that in the esports modifier. I'm not so sure. Legends 1 will probably have a lot of stuff with the backpack, I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing. There's currently 31 people in the clan, and they will be starting in 6 minutes, regardless of how many people are in the clan. And the one who makes it to the very end wins a gold pass. Let's see. I do wonder if people will be using Fireball. And take a look. This is what my offense lately has been with the air spam. Not the greatest, obviously, but around a 280 average. 280 to 290 is what I've been hitting. Do you think Nicole has a chance? She seems like a rookie. I have to check it out. I have to check her hits out. Have you tried doing Duke charges more since the balance changes? I have been practicing Duke charges in esports. That's really where I think that the Duke charge is the most effective, is in esports. And yeah, I want to get better with it, but the truth is I just want to triple in esports, and it's incredibly difficult to do that. But I do think that there's some other strategies to take a look at, take into consideration. Let's see what Nicole is using. I don't see any Nicole, but I see my buddy Maroof. He was just oh, here's Nicole. Here, yeah, Maroof was just in the stream chat. Looks like Nicole is using some kind of air strategy. So let's see how far Nicole can get. Let's see what these other players are using. I do know Adrenaline personally, and he likes to use Fireball, but I'm not sure if he's using it with the throwers, because right now the most successful Warren combination with the throwers is Rage Gem, Life Gem. So there's a chance he's using some other Warden equipment other than the Fireball. I'm getting a million messages. Let's see here. Why can't I find the spell factory? It should be obvious. Here it is. Yeah, so 3 quicks. That can either be with a backpack arrow, which I think potentially it is, or that could be with the Fireball. But since that, whatever people have in their camps is typically what they use without the equipment caps, I'm assuming that's with the backpack arrow. Kaiser, what's the name of the clan? If you check the clan, or if you check the video description, you will see 2 clan links, and this is the first one. And here is the clan and its tag and all of its glory. There's a lot of good players in here. Most of them are from Eagle Point, which is a very big group, I gotta say. They have a very active Discord server, and they do often host these events, so do like working with them. So definitely come through. There's 39 people and only a few minutes left to join. There's precisely 3 minutes left, maybe only 2.5 by now. Shine, hey, what's going on? Hey, Dhoom, can I get one? If you're talking about a gold pass, then come through for some King of the Hill. I do hope to see you come through, because I know you are doing pretty well on offense. Here's Tigras. Tigras is a high rank Legends pusher. Previous 88th and a Legacy 99th, or a 90th. Tons of Legends trophies from Tigras. Very cool to see Tigras here. Who else is here? There's Ben, who is the leader. There's some guys from July, which is very interesting. Very cool. I wonder if the person that was asking for the gold pass last time comes through. Oh yeah, that one guy. He probably will. Tigras, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. I'm gonna be rooting for you because you are definitely one of the strongest in the clan. Nicole is the underdog. You think Nicole has fighting chances? Very interesting. Definitely watch out for Nicole. And here are the rules, guys. It's important that you guys acknowledge these rules. And if you are the one that posts last, like if you're on the very bottom, then you would hit the very top base, the first base. She's got no chances. We shall see. We shall see. I feel like a lot of times with these, it ends up being the one you least expect. And Leo, hey, what's going on? It's good to see you, bro. Doom, my name, that is my name, yes. I've been struggling, not gonna lie, I can't find my footing in this meta. That's how I feel too. I think that the latest balance changes have done a good work on air stuff. Especially with the Duke, because the Royal Rampage is when he is the strongest, but that's also what we recently had nerfed, right? Nicole uses E-Drags. E-Drags kind of have a shot. I'm seeing some cool attacks with E-Drags. Nice shirt, thank you, bro. This is, I was gonna go out tonight, actually, but not until much later. It's gonna be around midnight. Okay, I think that is they have just closed the clan. There's gonna be 42 people. Well, I guess minus myself and maybe Ben. There's gonna be a total of 40 people. Doom, it's Arabic name? Nah, it's not. That's just my in-game name. I have some other accounts that are called like Fear and what else? Rage, Havoc, Death. These are my other accounts. Chaos. They all have an H in them. And Doom is just based on the English word Doom, like D-O-O-M. That's all it is. Doom, you're the GOAT. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. Looks like we have a couple last minute people joining. Lots of people in the chat ready to go. So there will be a countdown soon. And once that countdown is finished, everybody will be posting bases. We'll see like a whole string of friendly challenges. Called Doom, right? Yeah, that's my that's what that word is based off of. Like Dr. Doom. If you know any little bit of Marvel. Clan tag, it is this clan, but I think they've just closed it. And the second clan is in the video description. So check out the description and go to Clan 2. I think that what people are doing here is trying to get their armies ready. Looking forward to this. Yeah, the first round, all they need is an 80% to make it through. Anybody with less than 80% does get kicked. Right, hey, what's going on? You are new in Clash of Clans? That's very cool. Yeah, this is very endgame stuff that we're doing at the moment. Like, I think everybody in the clan at the moment is at Town Hall 18. So this might not help you, but hopefully it's still at least a little bit entertaining. We're gonna see, hopefully them starting soon. I have no idea what's going on in the clan chat. It's just a lot. Ready to be kicked? Yeah, we'll see. I'm supposed to probably be kicking people too as a co-leader, but I'm gonna be focusing mostly on showing some good attacks. I've only been playing for 5 days. What does that make you, like a Town Hall 6 I think you could get to Town Hall 6 pretty quickly. Maybe Town Hall 7. I remember it used to take weeks, sometimes months, to get to that point, but that was many years ago. Many years ago. I remember playing this game and spamming dragons in middle school. Town Hall 9, wow. For 5 days, that's pretty decent. You could have potentially had a shot to participate in the Town Hall Cups after only 5 days of work. It's pretty crazy. Really hoping these guys come online soon. Arthur's just gotten kicked, right? Arthur's the one that got kicked. Yeah, he is. He went for an attack. I think that's what they were waiting for, was this guy to finish attacking. When is it starting? It's already started, like the clan's already closed. And this was the first clan. So come through to clan 2, which is in the video description. That was like the most convenient place I could put it. War, this is not war. This is an event called King of the Hill. Here are the rules. Essentially, everybody's just going to be posting tons of friendly challenges. Here we go. It's finally started. And so whoever posts has to hit the person directly below them. Let's take a look and see if we can find Nicole. I did find Nicole. Can see what Nicole is up to using Hydra with this looks like Applesauce's army. This is with the backpack and no quakes, but the purpose of the backpack is to hit a couple of air defenses. This is an army that's been trending lately because of a YouTuber named Applesauce, but it is quite effective. Personally, I would be looking at an opposite Town Hall approach. If I had to hit this base with this army, you do need a good overgrowth to manage the Town Hall area properly. There's one arrow that hits a sweeper. Looks like she's going for an early Town Hall approach, which that does make sense. However, if it were me personally, I was actually thinking about going into the Revenge Tower early. We'll see if this works out. And there is the Hydra. Nice thing about this army is that it's mostly, like most of the army is done in deployment after like the first minute or two. Now, the scary thing about witches in the CC is the fact that all the skeletons go wherever their totems go. So that can sometimes backfire. I do think this one will end up failing, but don't want to underestimate double overgrowth. There's a freeze, but not really going to do a whole lot. Yeah, this one does not make it through. Hopefully it crosses 80%. Let's see what Adrenaline is doing. Adrenaline has a combination here with, looks like, Super Bowlers, although all of the Super Bowlers are dead. Thanks for the sub, I appreciate that, Mr. Rohit. Oh, this might not even be 80%, unfortunately. Very close. Very close. 77%. That is an elimination from this round, the first round. Let's see. There's Bilal as well, but Bilal is the last one to post. He is one of my clanmates. Pretty cool. Made a triple. Good job, bro. What is your in-game name? Because if I can find you, that's pretty cool. I'll show off your attack. Mahi is also a previous winner. And the last King of the Hill stream I did, Mahi won, and so did Adrenaline. They both did a pretty nice run. I am new. How can I break the wall and enter inside with wall breakers? There's also some equipment that can help you, and like the earthquake boots on the king. What is this? This looks like Applesauce's army as well. Just that same army that we saw Nicole use, but this one went through for a triple. I do think the overgrowths were probably used, yeah, around this raise shower. Makes perfect sense. Second one in the same spot. Yeah, pretty easy strategy to use, and good base for that. Alrighty, we are going into the second round, and it looks like there's still quite a number of people here, like over 30. And so you will need to hit a 95% or better on Legends 1. You managed to defend as well, that's pretty cool. And you're Marco, huh? Which one are you, Marco? Let's see. Marco G the 4th. Pretty cool. Do wish you the best of luck. The next round should be starting any second now. And yeah, essentially anyone that did not make an 80% is no longer here. Next round is 95%. Someone said there's a Town Hall 60, but it's not the case, right? Alrighty. Hopefully they start soon. Okay, here we go. Round 2 is counting down. And there will be another one of these, by the way. If you are just tuning into the stream, definitely come through for that. The clan link is in the description. And here is the second round. Let's see if we can see one of the eco point guys. Pushy should be hitting on Durain soon. Here we go. I don't know which clan Durain is from, but I have seen them in the very top of Legends 1. So I know that this is a good player that Pushy is attacking. This is, it looks like the blower potentially, yes. Blower backpack with 1 quake. And double tome with a rage spell. I have been considering to use something potentially like this. Actually, I have one of my accounts running the blower backpack with an angry spell and the phoenix. Let's see what Pushy can get done with this. If it were me attacking this, I would probably use the angry spell to funnel the Duke into this expo. Or potentially just into the monolith. But that almost looks like that's what Pushy wants to go for here as well. Or maybe the Raise Shower. Going after the Raise Shower makes sense. Good value, especially picking up the Raise Shower itself is always nice. But the follow-up, still a little unclear. Giant Arrow hits 1 air defense, that's crucial. I definitely think there were some angles to potentially hit 2. And Hydra with the Skywagon. This actually looks pretty solid, as long as he's able to eventually pick up the monolith. You could use rocket loons, but there's also the Giga Bomb. So you do have to be a little careful. Hopefully the prince eventually goes towards the enemy logger. This might not end up going as well as I thought. The prince definitely should have gone more directly towards logger, but he does go there now finally. Lots of spells left, like totems and a freeze there. So I think that this does end up making it through, hopefully. Anyway, all he needs is 95%, so definitely a nice attack there from Pushy. He or she, I'm not sure who that is. Lots of attacks that have gone through, some that were very close, like Different John with 94%. Unfortunately, that is elimination. Let's take a look at what Tigraz did here. This is Throwers with the backpack and Zapquake. Some good value there. Bringing Giants with Throwers is actually doing a great job lately. One of my mates is also using Throwers with the backpack, but more so with the Giant Arrow. And yeah, the Giants do a great job, mainly because of the spring traps that they pick up. Covered the Town Hall by mistake, 1 star. It's unfortunate, bro, but at least you can participate in the second one. You do have a second chance, pretty much. Very cool attack from Tigraz. I have been considering to use this myself. Although if I were using backpack throwers, I would probably end up using it with the Giant Arrow rather than with lightning spells, because I would definitely say I'm well practiced with the Giant Arrow backpack. Lots of good players made it through. There's a total of 21 left. What else? What else do we see here? Toasty. Using a Super Dragon combination. This one's pretty interesting. Let me see what happened in the music. There we go. Did go quiet for a second. So it's essentially the same spell combination that's being shared at the moment by Applesauce. Except this is with Super Dragons. A nice orb there, actually, because it also triggers the Invis Tower. Yeah, very nice attack. I do like Super Dragons a lot. They have a lot of HP and DPS. They're just a little on the slower side in terms of how they move compared to like Dragon Riders and Dragons. Okay, I do think we will see the third round soon, which is you must triple to move on to the esports stage. Round 3, counting down, must triple. Here we go. Let's see what people end up using here. I think it will be mostly the same stuff, whatever they were using. Here's Exite, live on Robin with one Quake. I assume that's for a blower backpack. It is, with the Angry Jelly attached to the Duke, which essentially bypasses the need for a Angry spell. Although I am particularly liking the variant with the Angry spell. Bring in the Phoenix on the Duke. Essentially, the biggest issue I have with using this kind of a strategy is that the Duke ends up getting value on the opposite part of the base that he ends up. So that does complicate things. Uh-oh. Looks like some Teslas. Hopefully he can still get the padding he needs into the builder hut. That's obviously what he was going for. But he's gonna miss that. At least he should end up potentially picking up the monolith, right? Maybe not. He does at least get the Invis Tower. Not what he intended, I suppose. Good Teslas. And yeah, this is a must triple, so I do think that this potentially doesn't have the chances it needs, but he did take the risk of going opposite to the Town Hall because this is a must triple scenario. I think a good overgrowth could potentially help him out, especially one that covers the Revenge Shower or the Monolith and this Rage Multi-Inferno. The Queen did pick up the enemy Prince, which was cool. Still has the revive. There's definitely chances here. And now the builder is repairing the Revenge Shower, which is definitely not good. I think that should have been potentially dealt with earlier with the overgrowth. Very close, but no cigar. Very close. I think it was a good attempt at a recovery after getting trapped in the beginning. Let's take a look what Tigraz has for us here. Looks like, unfortunately, Tigraz does not make it through. Finishes with an 88%. I made it to top 500 in Legends with the Super Dragons. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Which King of the Hills is this running right now? This is at Point KOTH. But there's a second clan link in the video description. And that one should just be called Point KOTH 2, I think. Let's see what John did here to make it through. This is a little bit of a common base. I definitely wouldn't run this in King of the Hill. I could potentially see myself running this in the esports phase. But running this in the Legends 1 phase is just... Of course somebody was gonna have experience with this base. Can I join? Yes, if you are Town Hall 18. You can join the second clan. It's all gonna be all other Town Hall 18s. Yeah, an early approach into the Town Hall, which is nice to have the double tome for. Nice overgrowth. Although he does have to think about this Rage Shower once it wakes back up. There's a good orb that could potentially cover that off a little bit. And then there's the freeze. It was late. If the freeze was a little earlier, it could have also prevented the Rage Shower from going off a little earlier. But obviously it was still enough to make it through for 3 stars. Make it through to the next stage. Let's see here. So that does mean that the next round will be in esports. I'm still in. Wrong replay. Oh, was that the wrong one? You're still in. I must have watched your defense, potentially. I think that is what I was watching, was your defense rather than your offense. But good to see that you are still in, and of course it's this base. So I'm sure you've seen it many times. But for now, this will be in esports. So definitely change your army if you plan to bring some of the same like damage equipments For example, like backpack arrow stuff that needs 3 quakes in Legends 1 will need 4 quakes in esports. And all we need here is at 80% to make it through to the next stage. Tigraz is live on Danny here. We can take a look at this. And his solution to esports is to bring an extra zap. Makes perfect sense. Everything else the same. Looks like you went for the lava launcher. It's funny because you ended up bringing that extra zap because of the fact that this was in esports, but the extra zap doesn't pay off here because of the isolated lava launcher. It does make sense to go for it though, at least on this particular layout. This is looking pretty solid, I must say. He's getting a little unlucky here with how the troop launcher is throwing barrels over at the king. That's not ideal. You definitely want the wall breakers from the troop launcher to assist the throwers properly. A little bit unlucky, I gotta say. This is looking good. Nice overgrowth. That overgrowth, the timing, I'm not so sure about it. At least mainly because of the ray shower. I do think that he could potentially wake up still with the ray shower re-triggering. So as long as he gets the positioning here that he needs from the throwers and the timing. I think this one will make it through. Yeah, here is the ray shower almost going off again, almost. And there it is again. So the same overgrowth which covered everything except for the ray shower would have been the only other solution to that. Very nice attack. Very nice to see the 3 stars go through there. Really hope the next crafted defense to be a nuke or something like that. I have seen leaks. So not exactly. The one you should be worried about is the one that will be targeting the heroes. It's called the Hero Hunter. Almost like a headhunter, but it's just called the Hero Hunter. Let's see what Durain did here for 98%. This is a base I've been seeing a little bit in Legends as well. Duke charge into the Town Hall, and it makes sense obviously if you can get a good placement of the invis to pick up the logger. So Durain definitely has some experience here. And also gonna pick up the CC. Very nice Duke charge. Hopefully eventually goes and picks up the actual CC building, because that will help establish a little bit of a deeper funnel. Maybe not. Hasnan, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. another King of the Hill after this? Yes, there is. And it's the clan link for that is in the video description on the YouTube side. RC to pick up the other fire spitter. Very nice. This air bombs really does good damage in esports. The Prince almost got taken down there, even though he's almost like completely full from the Dark Crown. Full power. DC link is showing expired. I wonder why that is. Because for some people it works, and for some other people it says it's expired or whatever. It does have unlimited invites there. Either way, you can just add me on Discord directly with the username on the very bottom of the screen. Very close hit, especially missing the monolith only just barely. I think that Inferno Drag could have had the potential to pick it up. Very nice attack, and it looks like the next round has started. We have only 5 people left, it seems. Let's take a look at what Durain does on this attempt. It works for me, but the clan is closed. That's not the... I don't think he was talking about that link. I think he was talking about the link to our Discord. So Durain is going for the same thing. We can see if it ultimately goes through this time. I need anti 2-star base for Legends 2. There's really no such thing, bro. No such thing. The problem with Legends 2 is it mostly depends on the players in your group. His sweeper is a little bit of a nuisance. That sweeper ended up pushing his Prince out of the Warden ability. But he does successfully snipe the fire spitter there. Uses poison there on the enemy Prince. Hopefully he can as well pick up the enemy Duke before the Revenge Shower wakes back up. I do think this one actually goes through. It's looking pretty solid. The Revenge Shower might be the last thing, but he does have 2 totem spells. There's one. And then there's the second, and I think that's it. Very nice attack from Durain, cleaning up the mistakes, picking up 3 stars there. Let's see what else we have here. We have one of the Vietnamese guys making it through with 3 stars. I think that this means there will be another round or something. Let's see if Tigraz is able to make it through. Not quite, very close. But I think that the time is not on his side. Even if he somehow has the force. Very close. Only 2 remaining. Obviously because of the fact that you needed a triple in this case to make it through. Very close. But a good effort from Pushy there. All of these attackers left ended up getting some very nice percentage. Pretty cool. Making triples in esports and legends mode is the hardest mode ever. No time to think or change the army. Yeah, these guys only had time to change their army with like one of these kind of things. But I think that this is up. I think that this is over actually. Okay, and this does mean we will move to the second clan. I'm not sure where that is, but I assume that these some of these guys will be heading over there soon. Okay, Durain again on the same base, and that's bad news for Chuyen here, because Durain has just tripled that base. Let's take a look what Chuyen ends up doing. Harry, hey, what's going on? I see you in a new clan called July lately. Is in alliance with GE? Not exactly. We haven't organized anything official like that, but I gotta say those guys are very good over there, doing a great job lately in Legends. So it's nice to reset over there so that I don't match any of them. They are supporting me as a creator on their Discord server, so I do have to give them a shout out there. Sparky, will there be another one? Yes, there will be. Go to the video description and go to Clan 2. That's where we will have the second one. Looks like Chuyen got what he wanted. I think potentially he did want to pick up the something over here. I'm not sure if the queen actually can reach over and pick up the revenge shower. Didn't seem like she wanted to, but it does look pretty close. Are you going to open the clan? They will soon. They will very soon. I'm not over there actually. I'm off to sleep since it's 3 a.m. That's cool. Appreciate you tuning in and hanging out for a little bit. So it was good to see your attacks. You're doing a good job. Just unlucky in that last round. Very nice warden ability here. A good freeze here. I was going to say freeze, but actually now that I see the stun blaster, should be enough to dismantle the backside here. Wow. And that is done with 45 seconds remaining. Very cool. Great job from Chuyen here to pick up the gold pass. Let's take a look at their profile. He is, of course, rank 1 in the clan at the moment with a 196th place best finish. Definitely doing great in Legends. Obviously also clan rank 1. Alrighty. Hopefully we do see that next clan opening up soon. This is Nelk, I think. One of my friends, Nelk. I wonder when these guys are going to move over. Hopefully soon. I guess for a moment we can do some Legend League hits, try to kill some time. I'll keep an eye over there on that side once they open that clan. It should be open any second now. I do have 22 hits left to complete here. Let's see here. Can try to look for some direct pathing into the monolith with the Dragon Duke. I think that should be ideal. But I also have to worry about these builders, huh? Okay. Those couple rocket loons are also to set up the pathing of the Duke here. So far looking good. Do worry a little bit about the ice golems. Should be good to send in those, the overgrowth. And this should get the job done on this base, I think. As long as the Duke can get some good value. I think I've got it. Andy, hey, what's going on? Good to see you. You have an exam soon, you'll miss the stream. It's all good, bro. You can always come back to watch this on YouTube. I want to join King of the Hill. Go check out the clan description. Or what am I saying? Go check out the video description. And go to Clan 2. Clan 1 has just finished. And so now this second clan should be open soon, I think. Yeah, it is. I'll show you guys real quick what that looks like. I think they will be trying to start it within the next 20 minutes. Here is the clan. Do have to make it Town Hall 18. But you can be in any league and join. There's already 21 people that made it over, which is pretty cool. So definitely come through for this. Let me text my clanmates, try to get some more people to go over. Which one of your IDs are resetting the highest? To be honest with you, bro, I haven't been keeping crazy track. Let's take a look. This one had a good reset, 822. I mean, I don't know if that's good. Not by my standards, obviously. But still in the top 1,000. And defense hasn't really been that great for me. I'm definitely going to have to review my bases soon. Figure out why they are not defending properly. 377 here, although I'm 399 now with the defense left, so I do think I end up finishing the day somewhere closer to the top 500. Is the Discord live? No, and it's not because of the server itself, but there's some other issues that we're trying to find a proper workaround for. 419 reset here. So the resets are definitely still well within the top 1,000, which I can say I'm happy about. But obviously I also want to beat like my personal bests. This was reset rank 985. This was reset rank 394, and I did 2 1-stars yesterday. Check that out. Did get good defense today, so I could potentially convert that to a top 300, hopefully. Hoping so. And minus 306 here from a rank 325 reset. So I think my highest was what, like 319, or maybe it was this one. Not too sure. Not as high as I'd hoped. No, you're not mad? Nah, we kind of had a little bit of fallout on that deal. The biggest issue we had was the fact that I wasn't doing my attacks early enough in the day. And the truth is that when the Legends Day resets, it's 10 p.m. for me. So I can't every day do my attacks early like you wanted. And doing the attacks early is what keeps his clan early in the day still in the top rank. I have been resetting lately with July. These guys are doing a great job. It looks like they have some players coming in from maybe networked with Mad, I'm not so sure, especially Leap and Bernal. Very cool to see those players. Red Rum's also on a crazy push. Doing a great job out of the US local leaderboards, I think, yes. They're still good being too hard on yourself? Yeah, a little hard on myself. Especially after the offense really also not going my way earlier. There's currently 40 people in the clan. And so come through if you want to participate. This is for a gold pass. Thanks for featuring us. Yeah, of course. Of course, bro. You guys are doing a great job on the push. And it's been a pleasure to reset with you guys. Try to prevent the matching, really, right? There's a lot of good players here that it always feels like friendly fire when I attack you guys. I usually look here. That's all good, bro. All good. Here is Zeus 2. Doing a good job on their push as well. Mostly with the guys from Zeus Esports, obviously. Like Yatta and Gaku. Got some good players joining. Especially Igor. I gave him a defense today. I'm going to show that. Yeah, it's in the other clan. I give him a good defense. Friendly fire reminds me of playing Call of Duty. It is a little bit the same idea. I forgot to drop my Skywagon here, and I ended up just dropping it over on the town hall. But obviously I should have dropped it with my main army here. I do think that ended up costing me in the end. But he will be participating in this King of the Hill. Mr. Igor. Got some other good players, including friends of mine. Mostly Legend League players, but obviously the clan is set to unranked, so you can be in any league and participate if you would like to. Let's see if there's rules posted. There are. Check this out. That's your clan? Someone tried to recruit me there a long time ago. Yes, that is my clan. If I had to guess who tried to recruit you, it's probably a guy named Noctis. He's always pushing for new members, and we don't exactly need them, but if you guys would like to join, then you're more than welcome to come through to the clan. We're pretty open to visitors anyway. As long as it's not CWL, I'll say that. During CWL, we might be a little more on the closed side. Looks like we have Already 45 slots full. Nice. Yeah, Noctis is a pretty cool guy. He, as much as I want him to have a better result in Legends, he's always been one of our best players in Wars and CWL and stuff. This guy Noctis, and he's also just a good leader overall. Clan tag is not working. Take a quick look. The clan link is in the video description. So here I will at least type the clan tag into the stream chat. It is a 2CLRYGU2L. George, my cat's come to visit me. I do think that they are practically full. Only 2 spots left. If you would like to join, take one of the last spots. Hi, George. In my last league, a guy promoted with 2.6 average. That's crazy, especially if that was in Legend League. That just goes to show what kind of a luck on defense you need. If you're wondering what these challenges are here, they're just essentially so you can change your army. So for example, if I wanted to bring a poison instead, and that's it. They're not for attacking. Should be starting soon. There's 48 people in the clan, although I think that one of them has just won, right? Yeah, this one, maybe not. A couple of us will at least just be watching, including myself. I won't actually be playing in this. Okay, so this first round will be first in Legends 1 at 80%. Every week a 2.5 or 2.6 average promotes in my Legends 2. Yeah, nothing new, right? One time a 2.4 did. Wow. That's like hitting only 40% triples. It's actually pretty ridiculous that you can make it through with that. I definitely think that promotion should be more on the offensive side rather than defense. Rather than 50-50. A guy with 2.9 was out and you had 2.8, yeah. You really need luck on defense. I'm not sure when my clanmate just got kicked. Okay, I do think they will be starting soon. Because my clanmate would make a rank 50, right? Clan would fill up the clan to 50 spots, I should say. There we go. Already there will be a countdown soon. And this countdown is for 80%. That's all you need to hit. If you're participating and watching, then just hit the person below you. Let's see here. There's a lot of people to go over. Let's check my clanmate B-Law. I just saw him here. We can see what he goes for. Hopefully he goes soon. Shouldn't wait too long. Here we go. Yes, there he is. And it actually looks very much like my army. He did scout a little bit. I can tell because of the super bar. See what he goes for. This is obviously with the backpack and the giant arrow. This looks a lot like my army, is what this looks like. Do you think that is a nice setup there, other than not hitting this other sweeper? But I don't think he could either way. I think he's just going to try to, yeah, just brute force the sweeper. This is Dragon Riders together with the dragons, but with double tome, I guess. I was gonna say it really looks a lot like my army, but now seeing that it's a double tome is a little different. I do run the Rage Gem Healing Tome. All he needs here is 80%, and I think he's got it. I think so. Going to Legends 1 is for punks and sissies, you think so? I think it's definitely a little demanding, to say the least. Very nice attack here from B-Law. With a swag totem. Let's see who else we have. We have Hasnain, which is one of my friends, hitting Dante. I think he had some things not exactly go his way, but I do think he has percentage. All he needs is 80%. Very close. But no cigar. Oh, well, the Phoenix does get the 80%. At least. I thought that was Angry Jelly on the Duke, is what I thought that was. And even the death damage from the Fireheart might have gotten him what he needed there. 80%. Leo making it through with exactly 80%. Igor here makes it through the first round with 3 stars. And he is using his army with the Fireball and the Backpack Arrow. He's been posting this on YouTube, so you should definitely go check it out. I barely tripled thanks to my Phoenix. Well, that's what the Phoenix is for, right? I feel like it's in like 80% of all Legends 1 hits. I do want to watch Igor live for the next round. The next round should be in Legends 1 still, but at 95%. Go to pet, yeah, and it's crazy that you get a max level Phoenix in as early as Town Hall 50. And we still haven't gotten any new levels for the Phoenix yet. It just goes to show that's how crazy strong it is. I think that all of the pets before it have gotten new levels, other than the Diggy. Maybe we will see some new Diggy levels soon. The Diggy is definitely one of the staples in the ground meta, but I don't really see a whole lot of Diggy lately. Might be just time for new levels. How often are y'all recruiting? We're pretty much recruiting anytime. If you add me on Discord, I'll get you hooked up. I think they only buffed the ship pets, so people would use them more. You think so? There was recently a lizard buff. But if you mean just giving them new levels, I think we will eventually see some new levels for the Diggy. Maybe before Town Hall 19. We do have the next round started here. You do need a 95% here. Let's look for Igor. That's who I'm looking for. Here he is. Again with Fireball, Backpack, Giant Arrow. Going for a Ray Shower. He does have a skeleton spell which can deal with the monolith nicely. Fireball on target. And 2 quakes. You could use 1 quake, but the ricochet does need 2. I am assuming he's going to use his other 3 quakes over the lava launcher and the multi-inferno here. He uses 2 super minions here to redirect the warden over to the left. He's probably also going to set up the backpack arrow. Like so, but he misses the arrow. A little unfortunate. I definitely think he had chances to set something up across the hero hall. We'll see if he can recover this or not. He does have some recovery chances, just from what I can tell on the pathing here. Recalls the warden only. Getting a little worried here. The furnace is helping him to take the enemy king. But yeah, he's gonna need a lot of spells over here. Yeah, looking a little bit too dangerous. The Invis Tower. If it was only just the Revenge Tower and the logger like this, then potentially, but with the Invis Tower he has no chance. Nice try, Igor. Very close. Mercier, hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. What do you think of the new scenery and the Hydra Duke? The Hydra Duke is my favorite skin in the set. Actually, if I had to pick one to purchase out of all these, I would definitely pick up the Hydra Duke. But the scenery is a little green. Obviously, that suits my clan's theme, right? Green Eternity. But I prefer the darker ones like blue, black, stuff like that. Something a little more nude, like neutral dark. Why did MK Saucy get kicked? I'm not so sure. Probably for not making it through to the next round or something. I'm not too sure. It was probably for not attacking on time or something, but it was Arcane that kicked, so I have to assume there was a good reason. You got 96%. I will probably invite you back. I wish I could find your attack here quickly, but unfortunately I don't see it. And he sent a friendly challenge way too late. That's what happened. This guy Chile AF, heard your name first in Ryu. Is he still live? That's pretty cool. It was a while back. Yeah, we did go up against him in CWL. But he is pretty cool. Now I missed the CC and did a 75% 2-star. Yeah, Igor also kind of choked. He missed the arrow. And unfortunately got eliminated with a 1-star. He had the percentage, but obviously needed the 2nd star. Let's see, at least another one of these that makes it through. Dante gets through with 98% here. Doesn't seem like many people made it through. Huh. This is a Fireball with the Ice Block and the Furnaces. I do like Ice Block, but I also think the Angry Spell has some potential with the Fireball. Just the time fail rates. Overall, a good attack. 98% already, so we will be seeing the next round soon. Don't post late. What's the rules for the next round? You do need 100%. Why haven't you copped the Hydra Duke? I want to figure out which account I want it on. That's the biggest thing. I haven't exactly decided yet, because it's not only the Hydra Duke skin itself, but I also want the full set. Hey, I did better than Igor, so it's okay. You think so? Congratulations. Swizzy is live here on Hasnain with 10 dragons and 6 dragon riders and the Angry Spell. So this looks like almost like what I'm using, except this is without the blower. I'm using something kind of like this. This is just a backpack to pick up air defenses. And the giant arrow picks up 1 air defense and a sweeper, together with the magic mirror, which is very interesting. You typically see the action figure attached these days. Nice wooden ability. That arrow animation was weird. It sometimes does that when you're spectating. I don't know why spectators will see a different thing from the attacker sometimes, but it happens. This monolith is causing an issue. Really knocked out a lot of his troops in this area. Hopefully we see overgrowth on that fire spitter soon. Just kind of stalling on the spells. Unfortunately, that did need to be a triple, and I don't think that is going through. Let's take a look what Zephyrox is doing here. Looks like somebody else is attacking. B-Law. Yeah, looks like he got kicked for hitting the wrong friendly challenges. Some people are hitting the wrong friendly challenges. Here is Zephyrox live on Ben. I think Ben posted a challenge here because his challenge got taken. Most condescending congratulations, yes. Because I would like to see you above Igor in Legends, not just in King of the Hill. I saw people use healing and life gem for Hydra in the top 50. Is it better? It's debatable because it's almost like the same kind of a situation you have with the Rage Gem healing tome. You do get some benefits, although I think that really one of the biggest reasons why the life gem is working as well as it is because of the Inferno Dragons. You don't typically see people running Rage Gem or Life Gem Healing Tome without Inferno Dragons. Very nice Queen Charge. The blower gets one side here and the Queen Charge picks up the other side of the funnel. Essentially just needs a plan to finish this backside fire spitter at some point. There's a Sky Wagon in this army. There is the Eternal Tome and the Torch together at the same time as the Ice Golems, which is not ideal. You would prefer to go through the entire duration of the Warden ability without Ice Golems or Tornado Traps, anything that can stall the troops. And this is essentially the biggest reason why is the fact that he has nothing which made it through to this last compartment here. And he's kind of stuck breaking walls over here. This might still make it through. Maybe not because of the time, but there's definitely a decent amount of force left here. I bet he's just waiting for 92% to hit the spiky ball. Very close, but that needed to be a triple, and it's a time fail, unfortunately. So let's see here. One person makes it through. John makes it through. Different John. And that is it. It's actually only a few people left. That level 16 Duke is out there laying pipe. Yeah, level 16 is... I don't think it's so much the level of the Duke that's carrying him as much as it is the equipment levels. I remember doing a lot of 320s with a level 7 Duke. That was before Legends got split into 3. Okay, we will be seeing 4 people left. And they will be competing in esports. Jiggy did it. Did he do the jiggy? Okay, we will be seeing esports soon. If it were me playing in this, I would probably run something like a Duke Charge playing in esports. If it were me. I would also potentially bring 2 Quakes with the blower. Looks like I'm getting signed up for a 1v1 on behalf of someone else. I'm a bit late to the stream. Can you tell me what is going on? Unfortunately, you're late to the King of the Hill. This is the second one. And so this is already almost done. You in a collared shirt is killing me, is it? This is one of my favorite shirts, actually. It's so comfortable. Nice to wear out on Friday, Saturday nights. This is Jiggy on Hades in esports with Queen Charge. I definitely think Queen Charge has good potential in esports. Unfortunately, the Queen goes down. Not ideal. Recalls only the healers and not the Giant, which makes sense because the Giant was in the process of taking down the enemy Queen. He's really choosing to delay the mini Warden in this case, although he pops the Warden ability before even deploying the mini Warden, so now I think he's forgotten it. There it is. That mini Warden is really crucial to keeping the army alive, especially the healers. As long as this gets 80%, it does get what he needs. Choosing to keep the main force alive. Nice stun blaster. Unfortunately, I think this one will end up closing. He could potentially get this mortar. If he gets a perfect placement on the wizard, then he could pick up the mortar, I think. for what it's worth. But he misplaced the wizard. Wasn't enough in the end anyway. It really wasn't. Needed to be 80%. Let's see what Kabila here has on John. Doesn't even look like 80% here as well. Nice try. And let's see if John potentially has 80% here. 79%. Nobody did it. That's crazy. Actually, we needed 80%. And we have two 79s and two 76s. Let the 79s run. I think they're only going to keep the 79s. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure how they want to run this, because that is actually pretty crazy. Nobody expected that. Thanks for the experience. Long time without trying it. Yeah, there will be some more of these soon. There's especially one that I'm hosting. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. Join the Discord server if you haven't already. And you'll see a huge announcement. There's going to be, the winner gets $100, but if you make it to the last stage, even if you're like amongst 10 other people, then you get a gold pass. That's going to be happening sometime next week. We're still figuring out the best time, especially because CWL is coming up as well. Okay, so the same 4 people will be going at it again. That's what it looks like. PJ stream, hey, what's going on? Welcome to my stream. I wonder if you're a streamer as well. Yeah, we are in the final stages of the King of the Hill. Is this a tournament? Not exactly. Think of it more like a free-for-all with like a bunch of people. In the beginning there were 50 and they all faced off with different rounds. The first round had to be in 80%. You had to cross 80% to make it through to the next round, and so on and so forth. These were the different rounds here. Omar, hey, what's going on? You wish you were here earlier? Yeah, you needed to be a few hours earlier, unfortunately. Okay, let's see what Hades is going to do on Jiggy here. This is interesting base, but definitely nice for... Oh, well, of course, Kabila attacked the wrong one. I'm not so sure. This is Kabila attacking Jiggy using a Warden charge into throwers. Not really much of a Warden charge, but a little bit. This is just classic thrower spam. I do think this has chances, as long as he can control the monolith. Eventually take it down. The fact that this is in air bombs is really helping him out. If that was a lava launcher, it would be doing some damage. What value you should look for with the backpack and the one with the rage shower is inaccessible with the flame blower. I will be doing some hits with the blower. If you want to check that out. I gotta say the blower together with the backpack's a little tricky to use because the value that the Duke gets is on the opposite side of where he ends up. So that is kind of not ideal sometimes. Getting the Revenge Tower would really help. But he has the Phoenix there to help him. I think this is going to triple. Wow, swag a totem and a revive. That didn't even look like it was in esports. That looked like it was in Legends 1, but it was in fact in esports. That's pretty cool. Very nice attack from Kabila here. And getting kicked only to win in the end is actually hilarious. Anywhere that sets a good funnel, yeah, that's a great answer there. Great answer. This one looks like it does go through Jiggy with 3 stars there. Do we look for air defense or just ray showers? Ray showers are definitely a good target, but you really also want to pick up a good funnel. Like, let me show you. Like on a base like this, you would try to hit the blower on the Revenge Tower, and then that splits the base a little bit, and so you can send your army into the monolith or the multi-gear, although I typically prefer the monolith. And can't exactly go for the ray shower unless you go for an angle which hits the monolith as well, probably. But the biggest thing is that it sets a funnel. I'll show you what that really looks like. This is going to be a 1v1 for the last round. And yeah, I do still have some Legends hits left, so I will be finishing those to conclude the stream. Once this final round is done, it looks like they're just going to do a 1v1 here. I thought they were going to decide it based on time, but it doesn't seem like that is the case here. Seems like they're going to settle it on a separate round. Let's see here. I think that now it's just whoever gets the highest percentage here. Looks like they're doing all 4 again. I'm not sure why they're doing all 4 again. There were a couple players that did much better, right? Are those earrings you're wearing? Yeah, they're piercings. I got them a long while ago. Like many years ago. Brian, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, so the reason that round was only 80% is because in the previous round where they were supposed to get 80%, nobody did it. And then I guess all 4 of them did it. Let's see what Hades is doing here. I think it's on Jiggy. Not quite. Hades should be live on Kabiya. Maybe not. He is live on John here. This is a base I've been seeing a lot as well in Legend League. Legend League CWO will be fun to watch, all the top clans. It'll be fun. It'll be tough though. It'll be tough. Doom didn't even read it. What didn't I read? I definitely missed some. Yeah, so this is the flame blower together with the backpack and 2 quakes. This is honestly a perfect base for that. To hit the monolith together with the revenge shower and one of the raid showers. And so somebody in the chat just now asked about what kind of value to go for. I mean, in this case, it was pretty obvious, but more importantly than the value that he picked up, he also set a nice funnel. The only way to finish the funnel at this point is by getting rid of some of this stuff over here. This is where you would want the Duke. And so this is what I was saying, that the biggest problem with the blower backpack was that the Duke ends up on the opposite side of the base as the value he's getting. This might not end up working out. There's a warden ability, but obviously he wanted a better value from that. I do think we're seeing a 1-star in progress. A little unfortunate. Who else has done it? I think that we will see a repeat of potentially some players not making it through, like all 4 of them. Wow. Wow. It looks like this has been decided on percent. I mean, I'm just trying to keep track of the clan chat because I'm not even sure. If I had to guess, that I would definitely run this back again. The fact that they've done this last round 3 times now. Should just do it by percent now? Yeah, should, right? The tutorial wasn't good enough? Well, obviously it wasn't, because it ended up failing big time. So you will have to just wait until I get into my Legends 1 hits. Let's go Legends hits. Yeah, I think that this is finished. I do want to give a shout out to the Eco guys, Eco Points. You guys have been great to work with. Super easy, super convenient for my schedule as well. And we will be doing this again soon, I hope. So this does conclude the King of the Hill segment of the stream. And now we can just go ahead and finish all of our Legend League attacks. Let's see where I left off. Left off way over here. I have 3 triples done here. I have minus 270, which is pretty decent. Hopefully I can convert that to a plus 50. Not so easy though. Can I come? You want to come to my clan for sure. We do have some clan requirements because obviously this space is kind of filling up. But if you do fit these requirements, you are welcome to send a request. TBH there, he should have sent the queen on the other corner where the Duke ended up. Yeah, it made sense to do that instead of where blower value. It's just tough that that strategy that the Duke ends up on the opposite side. It's definitely much better if the Duke was over at the 6 o'clock side, like he typically is with this strategy right here. So that's why I am hitting with the Phoenix and the Angry Spell. This is a layout I've hit a few times today already. So I'm just gonna go how I know best. Do want to use freezes on the multi-inferno at the last second. Like that. The other rage shower I need to control with the overgrowth. If I don't control it properly, then this can end up becoming a big fail. I think this will work. And there's a perfect orb. It was forced, but still exactly where I wanted it to go anyway. And this should be crushed. Should be. Still have the queen alive as well. Nice and easy. That's why the jetpack army is better most of the time. Yeah, because the Duke ends up on the side where you're creating the funnel. Which is a lot easier to work with. Hopefully the enemy Duke is not an issue. I think he's not, but it's just the town hall now. Can you just elaborate? Yes, okay, so see on this base, I had gotten my value over here, right? I got the lava launcher and the multi-inferno and the expo. But not only I got a value, I also got the funnel, right? And the Duke ended up on this side of the base because I don't run the blower. Whereas with the blower, you would want to send the Duke into the expo, and then it ends up over here, right? So with the blower, you might want a different approach, like one that hits the CC maybe. That's kind of what I think. But the reason this works as well as it does, despite using extra earthquakes, is because the Duke ends up working over here and doing good work. Okay, let's continue here. There's a total of 4 hits left here, and then 16 more on my other 2 accounts. Looks like I'm hitting somebody from July, unfortunately. I do consider this a little bit of friendly fire because I've been resetting over there as well. I do have to be careful about the Revenge Shower. I could potentially try to set a Hydra entry into that. I think that does make sense. I just need to control the Rage Shower area properly with the overgrowth. To get some nice value there with the setup. Now I just have to manage the rest with totems. And early approach into the Revenge Shower is always nice, right? Just want to wait for this Rage Shower to activate soon. Should try to take down this side now. There's the orb, but Starting to look crushed, right? Like I think I have a swag revive here. Nice and easy. X Capone, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Beautiful attacking bro coming from a terrible Legends 3 player. I appreciate that. Always nice to have the nice comments. I'm doing my best. I feel like I've been failing a lot lately, especially after the balance changes. They really definitely did a number on me. Okay. So I have hit this base before, and my approach with this is to try to hit the backpack against one of these spitters. So I think I would try to aim it so that it goes over this expo for that to happen. And I would just use 2 quakes over the spitter, that's all you need. And then I guess just 1 over here for whatever collateral I can get with that. And I do get the spitter, and now that means I can send my Hydra behind the other spitter. But the job with this ray shower area is not finished yet, mainly because of the logger. Probably gonna end up freezing him just once. A little worried because of a little bit of a splitting. The Prince did not keep up with the rest of my army. Really need a good overgrowth here. And that's probably the best I'm gonna get. The Duke does have a good angle for the revive, which I guess is one thing I can look forward to once the overgrowth wakes back up. I'll use the orb now just because I know the overgrowth was like right about to wake up. This might be enough. And it is very nice. Need to try your army. It's still working. A lot of people were expecting this to like stop working after the balance changes we had recently, but it's definitely still working, as you can see. Yesterday I did have some difficulties, but I'm averaging really around 290. That's the honest truth. Stream lagging for anybody else? Let me take a quick look at my, it's probably my computer is overheating. So give me a quick second. I'm actually gonna go on a quick break and try to figure out the computer issue. I'll be right back. Alrighty, there we go. We are back. I do think I have sorted my issues a little bit. A little unfortunate that I ran into that, but I know exactly what caused it, and I was able to fix that pretty quickly. And we are back. Let's proceed with the Legend League attacks. There's 2 left here, and 16 more on the rest of my accounts. That's it, better. It did help, right? It did help. So here, I think with the Duke, I want to hit the CC and the Revenge Shower. It's interesting how this base is built, like with no regards for the builders. I definitely think there were some better spots for the builders to be. The only odd thing about this approach is the fact I'm going into one of the fire spitters. Did get the value there. Can probably use overgrowth on the other, like the air bombs. That might help. Like, take a look at this overgrowth. I'm gonna wait for the ray shower first. And then just freeze right there. Those rage air bombs did do some damage, but not a whole lot. Sweet, there's the orb. Should I use Life Gem instead of the Eternal Tome? What you should be asking me is if you should use the Ray Gem instead of the Eternal Tome, because I'm crushing everything with it. The Life Gem, to be honest with you, I'm not so sure. No, it's normal. Glad to hear that. I changed the port which my MacBook was charging from. That's literally all I did. But I had to figure that out quickly. I noticed that my battery was draining even though it was plugged in. So that is why the stream went laggy. Zero Gaming, you want me to check out your village? Give me 1 quick second. I do have to take this base down pretty quickly. Let's see, what would I do here? This is actually quite an interesting layout. I mean, I have an idea. The idea is to hit the CC and the multi-inferno. And then just go for an early Town Hall approach with the Hydra. This is based off of another base I know. Hopefully that gets my targets. It does. Do you think this is gonna work out a bit like I envisioned? Gonna use a freeze early. And this overgrowth we can use like so. Gonna have to use the orb now. That's really the best time to try to disable the Revenge Shower. And then hopefully the Duke is in a good position as well when he needs to be revived. And that should get me through to the end. Hope so. And then Swagger Freeze. That's what it looks like. Nice Swag Freeze. Very spread out base. It was a little spread. Sorry, my bad. Should I use Rage Gem instead of the Eternal Tome? No, I was kidding when I said that. I was, obviously the Rage Gem Healing Tome is what I'm using, but I know you asked about the Life Gem Healing Tome, which was a serious question. You can definitely try all three of them. Double Tome, Life Gem Healing Tome, and the Rage Gem Healing Tome, and just see which one works best for you. That's what I would suggest you. Can you provide the army link? It's in the video description. What is that? That's 320. Very nice that I managed to do a 320 on the stream, mostly on the stream. I think I did these first couple of hits a little earlier. But that's good from there, but I would like to be seeing more 320s like on my other accounts. I'm really just not hitting enough 320s this season. 270 yesterday on this account. Let's go to 320. Yeah, it always feels good. Always feels good. This is Angel. This is another one of those bases that I'm not so sure about what the builder was thinking with these builder huts. They don't cover the CC or the Revenge Tower, and I think they should. One covers the Town Hall, and that's it. And then two of them are inside of the Rage Towers. So this should be an easy triple, hopefully. The other sweeper is actually going to help me out in this case by further reinforcing the funnel. Think we've got it right. Gonna use the overgrowth to cover the second Rage Shower. Like this. Hopefully it's enough. It might not be. I didn't never get a good position here for my orb, so maybe this does not end up going through. We shall see. Where's my Duke? He is the one right next to the scatter shot, which is very nice for me. Very nice. I just want to see hopefully something pick up the fire spitter. I guess I'm just going to revive him anyway. Should be fine. OP hit, thank you so much. Did you give the gold passes? Yeah, that was King of the Hill. And that was already done. We did that, we did two of them like back to back. Already done. Okay, this base. SSE Checo. I do know that name, Checo, very well from Formula 1, but I wouldn't guess that this is the same Checo. Definitely setting up an approach to go behind the spitters, but I've had like mixed results on this base in terms of attack success. Yeah, I've already missed a bunch of value there. So this one might not end up going through. That was definitely a big mistake. I guess I'll poison the The witches with a totem. There's chances, I guess. It looks like I lost my music. Not sure what happened there. It just randomly stopped. Here we go. Yeah, I do think that my army got a little mixed up here. It was always going to be tough to triple anyway with the everything I missed at the start. It was just an attempt at a recovery here. See what I can get here. Probably nothing, right? I can probably only pick up the Revenge Shell. I'm just gonna revive the Duke and freeze the Monolith. That's all I get is the Revenge Shower. Still 90%, not bad for completely whiffing the arrow or the setup. Who are the winners? Somebody named Kabila won the second one, and somebody named Chuyen won the first one. Mary MBG, hey, what's going on? 91%. Maybe it's a 92, but a 93 is what I need for that extra one trophy in the end. 92% is still a plus 29. $320 is tough in Legends 1, though. I average 280. Yeah, well, that's my average, is around 280 to 290. That's not my median, although it's probably also around there. I definitely see 320s as an outlier. This is Name running a base I've seen a couple times today. I just hit a base that kind of looks like this that Snow BB Cream was running, but with the Town Hall more close to the outside. So let's see if I can get this here. To get the setup right. Just have to be careful about the Monolith, because that can pretty easily pick off the Dragon Duke. Although he does get picked off anyway by the Revenge Shower. I think I'm going to this time put the Overgrowth over on top of the Multi-Inferno as well. I don't typically cover the Multi-Inferno here, but in this case it makes sense to do so. I could freeze to try to save the queen, but I don't think she was worth much anyway in the end. Still have an orb and obviously a swag freeze. Nice and easy. Do you give gold pass again another day? Yes, it will happen another day. There will be more gold passes given than we had today. So as long as you just play well, you don't even have to be the last one standing. That's in the future, very near future. Okay, let's keep hitting. Hopefully keep tripling, but I can't guarantee perfection. I do think that I should try to look for some kind of a good Duke pathing into the Monolith. Obviously I have to control it also with totems, especially if I'm going to use Rocket Loons early. So 2 Rocket Loons here. And then 2 more here. Although that Tesla looks a little tricky. I wonder if that Tesla's going to be an issue. Let's just use the last two on the air defense. Did get the value there with the setup. Hopefully the Duke picks up the monolith now, and he does. We're looking pretty solid here, I think. I'm going to use the other overgrowth probably to cover stuff like this. Really try to keep the Duke super healthy. Did have to get a freeze there. There's another freeze as well. Definitely a lot of damage over by the Town Hall because of that ratio. Definitely doing good work on me, but as long as the logger goes down, this should be fine. Another easy triple. Why do you use Rage Gem? Like, what's your logic behind it? Okay, so it works because of essentially the synergy that it has with the Dragon Riders and the Totem spells. That's the biggest reason why it works. The boosted Dragon Riders move through the base faster, and so you get better value from your Totem spells. That's like the biggest reason why it works. Obviously, Eternal Tome has its benefits, right? With the 100% damage reduction, but the Rage Gem still works pretty well. And Thinner, you asked me when, but it's going to be next week. Sometime next week. Neon, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, bro. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm attacking somebody named Mr. Toxic. With 3 earthquakes, you just look for better pathing? Yeah, so in this case, what I'm thinking about hitting is the 2 multi-infernals and the CC. And that sets up a nice pathing for me to go directly into the monolith with the Hydra. To get some nice value there. And hopefully the Duke goes to the left with the Queen. But going into the Giga Bomb together with a Poison Tower early is why the Healing Tome is a must. You can see I still have a decent majority of my troops alive moving through with the Healing Tome. Or am I going to use the Overgrowth? It's probably going to have to be used in a way to continue this funnel. Like this, which is it's not ideal, but it should work. Got a poison here for the Guardian. And a freeze, obviously, but the freeze is just overkill. And I guess revive the Duke just whenever he goes down. I might even end up swagging the revive here. I didn't think a Quake would reach to both Infernos. It's more obvious when you're the one actually attacking. That's how I feel about it. I don't think I've ever seen Heal Tome with the Rage Gem. I'm tempted to try. It's doing a great job. I mean, last season, I'll show you all my results. I got 192 on this account last season. I got 56 on Fear. I got 229 on Rage. 239 on Havoc. 138 on Doom. And another account, 91st. So it was definitely a good season for me last time around, especially in the previous balance. But let's see. Do you usually not worry about sweepers? It totally depends. It depends on the damage I'm going into. When sweepers are facing into raise showers, then those will do extra damage. Like, for example, this one. So in this case, I do have to consider freezing those sweepers. Not exactly even sure how to hit this base. I don't think I've seen this particular layout before. So I guess what I'm going to try to do is to hit the lava launcher. That's kind of what I'm thinking. The lava launcher, the inferno, and the monolith. Guess I can just go early with the Duke. I just realized I can't even get the lava launcher with that angle. Really need the multi-inferno to go down. That way the Duke continues this way. So here's a freeze for the sweeper. Although it was late. I'm going to use the second freeze there as well. Would love if I could get a trigger on this ratio, but it's not going off. Finally it goes off, and that's when I drop the overgrowth there. I think this is enough. I think so. Might be very close, but hopefully we see the Duke go directly into the scatter shot at some point. That would help. Probably also should have left the fire spitter exposed from the overgrowth since the Duke was behind it, but let's see. Telling you guys it's very close. Thanks for the sub, Elmo Clashes, I appreciate that. There's another 3 stars. You're good. Yeah, it was the revive. The revive is too OP with the fire heart. I like how calm you are, I appreciate that. That's exactly what I go for. Because a lot of people like to listen to my streams just to focus. Like with the music and all. Okay. This is a base I typically see with the air bombs, but deeper inside. The CC is next to the town hall, so I don't think I want to consider that a primary target, because I can just use poison to cover everything in that area. So let me drop a dragon here, and then another one there, and just try to hit the Revenge Shower and the Multi-Inferno. Just like so. That sets up a clean entry into the monolith here. Hopefully these rocket loons can assist the Duke as much as he needs. A little worried about the prince. He's really looking a lot of different directions, but I managed to get him to go in a decent one, I think. This is looking sus. Especially because of the prince. I have no idea what kind of value he's going to end up getting. If he gets the enemy prince, it should be enough. Very nice. Swag and a revive too. The base you failed the most last week, in the last week of the season, you mean? It kind of looks like that, right? Not gonna lie, what I saw was the Rage Tower Inferno multi-archer on either side on this base. Not so sure. I guess Rage Tower helps a lot pushing the army. Yeah, getting the funnel there. And I wonder if you're talking about the Rage Tower. It helps push in the army. Because that is totally correct. Already on track to gain some nice rank here. Last base. Crochet, what's going on? You're late? Yeah, it's okay, bro. I don't really care whether you're early or you're late, although I appreciate it if you're early. I don't actually care that much. Yeah, this base I failed a lot in the final week, but this one's tweaked. Like, he put the CC over in the middle right here, and a Rage Shower here. He couldn't fit the Rage Shower into this area somehow. I should have this saved. Let me take a look. Yeah, I have one like it. I have one like it. 1 second. Have you tried the Rage Gem without the backpack arrow? I'm worried it carries a lot. We'll try it nonetheless. So you should try using the double tome as well. I don't think for everybody the answer is as obvious as something I can tell you, because I think that the Rage Gem will fit some players' attack styles a little better, and the Eternal Tome will fit some others a little better, if that makes sense. Okay. So this is the base that I ran at the very end of last season. So it's similar, right? Well, it's just different about the Rage Shower placements. And you can tell he moved some of the walls to fit the Rage Showers properly. Like this corner wall right here. He had to move that, and so that's why the CC was a little off-center on this particular base. A little bit of a homemade tweak, I guess. Obviously didn't end up working out for him. Okay, let's go for this last hit. Bugs Bunny, hey, what's going on? You're a little late. The King of the Hill is all finished already. It's all done. Okay, this base. Now, the trickiest thing about this base is trying to get everything to stay close to one side. So, like, I really want the Duke to hit the CC and the multi-gear to start the funnel, but I'm also really worried about stuff potentially moving over to the right rather than just only the Duke. So, all right. Let's go for this. I did unfortunately miss the multi-gear in the setup, but I still think I can potentially pick it up with rocket launch like this and finish the funnel. Should I use the overgrowth over here? I feel like I should. The Duke dies anyway. Keeping him alive there would have helped, but maybe the overgrowth was mistimed or misplaced or something. Really wish the prince would look the other way. Because, yeah, that's not even a good orb to have there. Revive the Duke, I guess. If this ends up 1-starring, it is what it is. I could totally see it playing out as a 1-star. Because of the Revenge Shower. If the Duke looked the other way, it would have helped. Or the Prince, I should say. Yeah, I can't make it through the Revenge Tower. 86%, maybe 87. I can pick up the army camp here, and that's it. Not too bad. He didn't use the air bomb. Yeah, it's still a toss-up. Which one works better at the highest rank? What level does the jetpack need to be for this to work? Yeah, 24 will require an extra quake. That is correct. I would just get it up to 27 as quickly as you can, even if it ends up costing you a little bit. Rank 275 after plus 298. I guess that's okay. Not bad. Hopefully the base continues to defend tomorrow. We'll see. We shall see. Maybe I'll like it more in the double tome. Yeah, for everybody it's a little different. And here is the account where I'm running my second combination, but yesterday didn't go too well. I had 269 with this particular combination. And obviously the defense today did not go well for me, so that definitely means my opponents on offense will be pretty tough. But this combination here has the Angry Spell, it has one Quake, and the Phoenix. And what I've been saying multiple times throughout the stream is that the complication with using this combination is the fact that the Duke ends up on the opposite side of where you let me see what's going on here. Yeah, the Duke ends up on the opposite side of where you launch him, where you get the value, right? So if I were to hit this base, you know, with the backpack arrow, I would drop the Quakes in such a way that covers the Revenge Tower and the Multi-Inferno. I could also potentially think about looking deeper, but for the best kind of a funnel, you would hit the Revenge Tower and the Multi-Inferno. I'm trying to figure out what to do with just the blower, though. I feel like I'm just going to hit it like right here. Like so. This is a friendly challenge, by the way. It's not a real hit. And yeah, I'm getting destroyed. I'm not sure if I want to risk my rank with this because it hasn't been going well. Especially yesterday, I got 269, which is definitely not that great. Especially with a minus 306, I'm probably going to end up switching to my other combination. And then just continue getting practice. Where do you use the Angry Spell? You use it for the Duke with the Phoenix. Sometimes with the Blow. Sometimes. Not always. But for example, if on this base you wanted the Duke to travel a little further in with the Angry Spell, then you can. What do I get here? This is where I definitely need to think about the funnel properly. So I do want to hit the Revenge Tower and the Lava Launcher here. And so these Rocket Loons are going to be to set up the Giant Arrow to go directly after the Hero Hole. This one might not end up making it through, but I'll try my best. Gonna use one freeze early that covers the Rage Tower before it goes off, which is definitely helpful. And then here's the other freeze. There's the Overgrowth, and that's to try to keep the Duke alive. Unfortunately, he does go down. Right as I say it. So hopefully this is enough. I'm not so sure, actually. I don't think I got the orb I needed there. Let's revive the Duke now that the overgrowth stuff has woken up. And if this doesn't make it through, it doesn't make it through. But I think it can. Not much else I can do at the moment. And thankfully it does go through. Nice and easy. Got any pointers on getting out of the trenches of Legends 2? You just gotta stay as consistent as you can with the offense. Getting 2.9, 3.0. You do need the defense to be on your side, which is almost uncontrollable. Just give yourself multiple chances, like with 2.9 and 3.0. You're not gonna expect to just promote with without having the offense on your side, right? A lot of people think they can get a magic base to get out of Legends 2, and that's just not the case. You need luck. Seen this base a few times today. It must be getting shared in some kind of a sub somewhere. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Really mostly trying to control that monolith. I don't think I got what I needed here for this to really work out, especially on this other side. This one might end up failing, potentially. If I can keep it alive, that's great. Swagged a freezer. I should have definitely been smarter about that freeze. The queen might end up picking up the fire spitter on her own. Let's just revive the Duke now, right? At some point soon. Nice 3 stars. Seen this base many times, and it stopped me the first time I saw it today. But after that, I have not failed it. The first time I hit it, I missed the multi-inferno, and so I ended up using freezes early. Defense is never on my side. Yeah, it's pretty tough to defend properly. I went perfect. You actually went perfect on offense. In Legends 2, that's pretty crazy. In Legends 1, I'm guessing you can change your base daily. That's correct. You try to use bases with Town Hall on the north side. Maybe those Invis towers. Yeah, something like this could potentially work well in Legends 2, depending on your group. If you want something that can pick up 1 source. I have 36 minutes left to complete 6 hits, so I can definitely take my time here. If you guys are having any questions about anything. CE Kai. I do think an approach behind the sweepers makes sense here. Look at the sweepers. This could be dangerous if I don't get a clean funnel through the Town Hall. So I could also see this working out for me if I had a double tome. An early Town Hall approach, but I guess I'm going for the risky approach here. If I do a 1-star, I do a 1-star. It is what it is. Let's see. Did get some good value there from the setup. Wish I had something that managed to make it through to the Super Wizard Tower once. Not yet. Freezing the logger, I really don't want that thing giving me any kind of knockback. There's the orb. I'm hoping that the overgrowth wakes up soon now, because I've just used my orb in that. Swag to revive. Shirag, hey, what's going on? It's good to see you. You got a bedtime? That's cool, bro. You're welcome to head out whenever you need to. I definitely do not have a bedtime tonight because it's Friday. I'll be going out after this. This base, I saw it a few times yesterday. I had an interesting approach which worked when I didn't miss the arrow. But I saw it once yesterday and I failed it when I missed the arrow. So I guess I'll try it. Did get the arrow this time, although the sweepers might still be complicated to deal with. Where's the... I guess I'm gonna have to use it here, right? Hopefully this makes it through. It's looking a little sus. Especially because I never got any good orb with this. Do you have a good angle for the revive? I do think this can go through. Would be nice if it did, obviously. Waiting for a good positioning on the orb. There it is. And now let's just revive the Duke. This should take him directly into the Revenge Tower. And hopefully the damage reduction from the orb is enough. But obviously it is. You're wearing my favorite shade of green, of course. This is also one of my favorites. I'm going out tonight with some friends. Hopefully not going to drink too much. I really don't like drinking, but they kind of do, and so can't help myself sometimes. I want to pick your brain, can't seem to find the pattern. Sometimes you go into the spitters or straight into. Why do you choose certain entries? Wherever I can get the best funnel. Honestly. And Wilbert, hey, what's going on? Where do you live? I live in Vegas. Definitely the best place to be on a Friday night, right? So for this particular layout, I'll just go for an early town hall approach. Hopefully that gets the value, which it does. And I can also use poison over here, since I took out the CC early. I think I'm going to use freeze like so. It's a little bit of late freeze. You just got home. It was 6 a.m. out in Denmark. That's crazy, bro. Appreciate you tuning into the stream. So late at night, or I guess early in the morning at this point for you. It's no longer Friday night for you. Should hopefully see this through. There's the Phoenix and a revive still. Very close, but I did manage to get that. Nice and easy. Your Duke backpack management is very nice. I appreciate that. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That is correct. For example, I happened in Vegas, and I've never left Vegas. Why don't you try blower backpack? I did try it yesterday, and I got 269. I also tried it the day before, which also didn't go well. So I think I just need more practice with it, and really the biggest problem with the blower that I have is the fact that the Duke ends up on the opposite side where he's getting the value, right? So this base, for example, here, let me show you a better example actually. I want to show you a good example of this. Okay. Maybe this is not a good example. I guess I don't have any good examples right now. Let's see. Okay, so this base, for example, right? If you want to get the same funnel that I'm getting, you need to use the Angry Jelly or the Angry Spell, and then hit the Revenge Tower, right? With the backpack. And so the Duke ends up on this side fighting the Guardians and stuff. And so that's why I think that the blower is just a little bit disadvantageous at the moment. And so by sending him the other way where he ends up on the same side together with the Queen, you have better chances to get value from both of them with totem spells. I'll show you. This is actually a perfect example of why I use the rocket backpack giant arrow instead of using the blower. You can add 1 earthquake. Yeah, that's 4 quakes. I have thought about that before. But, like, for example, on this side, I wouldn't have gotten very much crazy blower value. Maybe I could have gotten the CC. But this right here is a lot easier to manage than having the Duke on the opposite side getting wasted by heroes. Essentially. This is why I use the rocket backpack and not the blower. I ended up covering all this with overgrowth. And that was to try to keep the Duke alive, but he ended up going down right around here, I think. Yeah, from a black air bomb. So that's the idea. That's the idea. Yeah, you are right. Your tone of voice and the music are okay while I'm playing. Yeah, that's the goal. See you later, mister. Have a nice party. It's really more just going out and screwing around than it is a party, but I will try to have some fun. This is a tricky base. If I don't get the greatest value from the Duke, because sometimes he goes down a little early on this particular layout, then this could be tricky. I did get the value I was looking for, at least from the setup. Really hoping that the funnel sees its way through. But yeah, see, I really want the Duke to stay alive. And he just doesn't. Not very well anyway, not in this area. This exact approach has worked in the past, but not with huge certainty. Like, for example, if it goes through it, sometimes it only goes through with like a little bit left in the end. But I do think I'm getting absolutely destroyed on this particular instance. Unfortunately. Doesn't bother me too much. It really doesn't. I've done well enough on my other hits. Force quit that. Why Rage Gem better than the Life Gem or a preference? Yeah, it is really mostly personal preference. I do think with the Life Gem you should try to run a Rage spell. Even with the Eternal Tome, together with the Healing Tome, you should still try to have a Rage spell. 71%. So that does mean I'm going minus, unfortunately. But if I can get 2 more triples, that's pretty decent damage limitation. That's what I think. This whole troop still fighting thing is pretty stupid also. I don't think Supercell needed to do this, for ranked battles at least. For normal battles, I can almost understand. But for ranked battles, it's more an inconvenience than it is economy protection, or whatever their garbage justification was. Okay. I think I can get this base, but I really need some good backpack value for this to actually work. I have failed this base before because I didn't get the value from the backpack that I needed. So... I got the CC, but I wanted the air bombs. Not getting the air bombs might be a huge deal. Or am I going to use the overgrowth? I think here is fine. Yeah, I still didn't get the value I needed. Those air bombs are really doing some damage now. Unfortunate. It was going so well up until the last few hits. Who do I revive here? I guess I'll wait until the end to figure out who can get me the best percentage. It might be the Prince. Bro, you gotta watch the replay back in chat later on. You think so? Did you say something that I completely missed? Let me see. You're crashing out. What's happening? You gotta watch that replay. Oh, in the chat, like in the clan chat. Let's take a look. Let me borrow one of those accounts. Yeah, right, bro. That would never happen. No offense, but I don't want to put any of my accounts at risk of any kind of ban. You want me to watch this? You're crashing out over this, and this guy, he's using the 4 Quakes, which is interesting, without the flameblower. I'm not sure. I thought you were using the flameblower. Wicks. I didn't think you were using the fangs together with the backpack. Yeah, the enemy king pulls everything. Oh, it's funny because this is how some of my attacks go. It is exactly like this. And so that finished you. Yep. That's how some of my attacks go, I'll be honest. Yeah, that they say that the king is the best air defense in the game. It's because of stuff like that. literally because of stuff like that. I'm looking to see if I can get any kind of pathing into... This is really an interesting base. I don't think I've seen this layout. I think I'm going to use poison together with the town hall and the CC, rather than trying to eliminate the CC. Unfortunately, my Duke does end up on the opposite side. That's not where I intended for him to go, but this might work. Freeze the Rage Multi-Inferno and then just use Healing Tome through the rest of it, I think. Should work fine. Oh, I wasted the orb. I hope this still goes through, but no promises. I completely wasted the orb there. Looking strong. The Phoenix might give me what I need. If the monolith goes down, I definitely have what I need, obviously. And it does. Revive the Duke. 3 stars. Yeah, overall decent offense today. I did have some couple of fails, but nothing too major. It really wasn't. I did a 320 on the stream, and then I think this is like 290 something, 291. Better than yesterday, obviously. I still lose some rank, obviously, by going minus, but still not bad rank, I guess. Top 500. To me, that doesn't feel that great anymore, I'll be honest. 298, global rank 249 on this account. I'm gonna try to figure out what my average is for today. This was 320. That's right. Not that great as nuts. It is a little nuts. I agree with you. 307. Rank 416, which is not bad. If I'm done with the defense I am, then I guess I can take that. .288. Rank 409. All of my accounts seem to be within roughly the same range. Roughly. Same trophy range. 267. In total, that is 1,771 offense trophies. But obviously, you have to divide that by 6. And so that's an average of 295.167. Pretty solid. This 1 star really breaks my heart a little bit, because at least if I had tripled that, I wouldn't have lost so much rank. And this one, unfortunately, is outside of the top 1,000. And so definitely got some work to do from the back foot. And yeah, other than that, it's mostly just top 500s. I'm definitely going to try to continue to push, get into the top 200 again. I will be live again soon. I'm not sure exactly how soon. It could be either tomorrow or the next day. I think it will be more than likely the next day. And hopefully I'll be coming with an announcement on the King of the Hill that we'll be hosting. We'll be hosting a King of the Hill that essentially offers passes to participate in Legend League if you're into that, but obviously that's optional. You're not forced to play in Legend League if you end up winning. Good stream, thank you so much, I appreciate that. Enjoy your night out. Yes, I will definitely try my best there, because I'm gonna be watching the qualifiers. Nah, I won't be streaming in the middle of any of that, so no worries. I'll be live again around the same time as I was today. So alrighty, y'all, have a great night, and yeah, take care and peace.